The aid was handed over to the Central Council of Charities, non-government organizations here in Gaza. This is an important point because, of course, our aid is governed by British charity law, and we cannot be too careful about the destination of this aid, and we are going now to the hospitals and other facilities that this aid is destined for. You see the spirit of the Palestinian people in Gaza under siege. They are happy to see us, not just because of what we brought, but just because we made the effort to come, especially those who gave their blood in the battle of the port of Al Arish.
Well, as the Viva Palestina Convoy successfully enters the besieged Gaza Strip, activists from the Gaza Freedom March are still in Cairo, struggling to make their way to Al Arish without being detained by the Egyptian forces. Activists say the brutality of the Egyptian police and security forces has become the emerging factor hindering the Egyptian people and internationals from aiding the besieged Gaza Strip. We have Jahan Hafiz in Cairo with more on this story.
Confined in Cairo, the organizers of the international coalition agreed they would march as planned, only it would be in Cairo, under the close watch of the Egyptian security forces.
The Egyptian security forces so far have been very reluctant to even use their billy clubs, and they've been very reluctant to arrest anybody. The chances of being assaulted are very, very remote. The chances of being arrested are up for grabs. Who knows?
However, when the activists shut down one of the main streets in Tahrir Square, the Egyptian police reacted with brute force.
One of the police officers without the riot gear on smacked me in the face and nose with his fist in the butt of his walkie-talkie. I have a huge gash, and they said I'd probably only need 5 or 6 stitches.
With cameras rolling in all directions, the Egyptian police and the secret police, dressed here in plain clothing, violently removed protesters to the sidewalk.
They were just ripping at anyone they could grab, any arms they could grab, and they just took this woman's hair and they're like 5 feet literally. They just ripped her by her hair. We were all screaming because it was horrible to watch, and then they just started pulling us apart, and this guy punching him and punching us and hitting everyone.
Inside the barricaded area, injured protesters and activists already weak from hunger strikes chanted and sang songs, proving despite all efforts to keep their message from reaching Gaza and the Egyptian people, their spirit would not be broken. Later that evening, hundreds gathered outside the Mugamma building in Tahrir Square to welcome the new year, singing songs of peace in commemoration of the Palestinians killed during the Israeli war. With a candlelight vigil, the scene became emotional, emotions filled with hope for the new year.
I hope 2010 will be the year of liberation for Palestine and Gaza.
Although the activists sitting here in Tahrir Square were not able to make it into Gaza, they will take the message of international solidarity home with them. They have agreed to take on the South African declaration to boycott, divest and sanction Israel and make 2010 the year they pressure their governments to end support for Israel and lift the ongoing siege of Gaza. Under a climate of fear and paranoia, the international coalition to march in solidarity with the people of Gaza came to a close, with some staying behind in hopes of entering Gaza in the next coming days.
Mr. George Galloway went to Rafah yesterday. He will open a new way to your freedom, no delay. Open door.
Jahan Hafiz, Press TV, Cairo.
Open door, Egyptians.